Blessed be, y'all. This is Jen Freemind. I am sitting here in my vehicle. I thought I would make a video. Just trying to get out and about a bit and do stuff. Today I want to talk about what do I want. This has been a question. I think I've covered this in some other videos too, but it is a question that haunts me. I've always had this, for a long time, I've had this voice in my head that said that I want to go home. And at first, when I first moved to Texas, I didn't like it there very well. So, I wanted to go back where I was comfortable. But over time, I found that there wasn't really a place that was home. I didn't know where that was anymore. And so that I started questing after that. Looking for a place that was at peace, looking for a place that I could just go and be and not have to do. And usually after I had rested a while and I got some solitude and stuff like that, I'd want to get up and do stuff. But I needed a time to recharge. And lately and in the past year or so, that's been extremely difficult. And I was reading this thing that I found on Facebook about being a witch and getting what you desire. And I kept thinking to myself, that seems to be what I desire. I desire that place where I can just be. And I seek that out, when nobody's home. I like that. But I also seek that out like I am today, sitting in a parking lot, just listening to an audiobook or doing stuff on the phone or something like that. But it's not quite the same thing. I also do that when I go shopping, I've recognized. And when people interrupt that unexpectedly, I don't like it. Such as people that greet you at the store or something like that. It's kind of like I'm in my own private space and this is an unexpected interruption. Of course I expect to interact with people, when I ask for assistance or, I get up to the counter to pay or whatever, I expect that. But it's the unexpected, and a lot of times I feel like they're throwing energy at me that I really don't want, and I don't want to interact with them. But sometimes I ignore it. Sometimes I just pleasantly say hello or whatever. I find this very obnoxious. There was a store that I used to go to called Fry's, and they would always have somebody that was, really peppy at the front door. Welcome to Fry's! And you're like, ah! So, but I got to thinking about it, and it's a space in your own head. It is a space in your own head that is that peaceful spot. And I am working on ways to be able to find that peaceful spot in spite of whoever is around, in spite of having to necessarily interact with people, just to be civil and nice and stuff like that. So I think it's a matter of shielding from that energy, because I know I'm a rather empathic person, so I pick up a lot of energy that I don't like. One of the things I've done, and I didn't recognize exactly what I was doing until recently, and that is when somebody passes by me, I wait for that wind to dissipate before I breathe again. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's air, breath is associated with energy. And I think I was always not wanting to inhale that energy from that person. When I have been intimate with people, I would often share breath with them when I was kissing or whatever. And I found that was an energy exchange there. And it's been a while since I recognized that, but I did finally recognize that was what I was doing there, and that finally led me years later to understand why I would hold my breath when somebody walked by. For the most part, there's a few individuals I'm like, oh, I like that energy, so yeah, I'm going to breathe that in. But for the most part, I would hold my breath until that wave passed. I don't know if other people do that or not. I haven't really talked to anybody about that. But that's where I'm at. I always ask myself, what do I want? And a lot of times it comes back to, I just want a peaceful space. And I've recognized that I am probably not going to carve out enough of that in the exact physical world, and I'm going to have to create that space in my own head to be able to function and shield myself from all the energies that are coming in. I think a lot of times I get to feeling down and wrung out and stuff like that, because I picked up so much energy from other people that I use that time to dissipate that energy. I always thought that I was feeling run down because I didn't have enough energy, but some of the folks that I know pointed out that I always have a lot of energy, and after they get to know me, they know that on the outside I am usually calm, but on the inside, my head is going a mile a minute, and I've got 10,000 things going on at the same time, even though I'm very calm on the outside. And I think a lot of that is why it's fatiguing to deal with all of that energy going at the same time. And I've always used the quiet time to dissipate that energy so that I can function. So I hope this helps you out. I hope maybe if you've got something similar going on with you, that you can take this and use it. I have consciously, put up shields and things like that when I go to certain places. I find it hard to keep those shields up and functional while I'm doing stuff. Some people will do a thing. They just set their shields in the morning and forget about it. I always forget to do that, and I always feel like I have to consciously keep things in place. But that's one of the things that I need to try out. Just putting up those shields in the morning and forgetting about it. Setting it so that the shield lasts the day, and at night I can just relax and let things dissipate and stuff like that. So that's all I have for right now, and blessed be y'all. This is Jen Freeman.